We be our own problem. So if change is hard, I understand. But what does it take to get that change up out of you? That be the question. That really be the resilient questions. So why do you feel like change is hard for you? That is the question. Why do you feel like change is so hard for you? Yeah. Why do you feel like change is so hard for you? Look at me raising a hand. Y'all, I don't be knowing what I'm doing. I raise my hand in the little app thing. Throw me a heart. Woo. Why is it? We're gonna talk about this because this is some real stuff. We gotta find out why is it hard. What is it hard? Because I'm gonna tell you, my transition myself wasn't easy at all. Okay, it wasn't easy, but I learned how to do it. I made it happen. And when I did, I said to myself, what is it that I want to change and what do I want in life? Period. And that goes with learning how to become that high performance life coach, how to become that high performance mentor, a high performance, not halfway, high performance. And when I said high performance, then I wanted to be right there at the tables with the big wigs, the people that already got it, the people that already could help me with something to make that shift. And when I learned that, y'all, life changed for me. It did. It changed. And with that being said, I always take it upon myself to do a reflection. Not a reflection on you, a reflection on me. And when you tap into the reflection of who you are as a person, let me tell you something. You got to ask yourself, what does it mean to you on what it is that you're reflecting about? Find that real true meaning on things that you need for your very best self. All right. And when you do that, y'all, everything else will take place. I'm a living witness. Why? Because I done been through it. I done sincerely been through probably everything in the book except never experienced, the hurtful life taking diseases. So I have been through everything that I can think of to really have a reason to make that shift or to make that change. And so when you recognize you're sick and tired and you're sick and tired, you just done, you're going to want to make that change. So tonight we're going to talk about why change is hard and how to break through it. Why change is hard and how to break through it. Look, y'all, don't be texting me now. Why change is hard and why. Why change is hard and why change is hard and how we're going to break through it. That's a great question. Why change is hard and why and how we're going to break through it. Yeah, we're going to learn that. We're going to learn that. Because it's time. Then you ask yourself what you want to change. What you want to change? You put it in chat if you like, but if you don't like to, put it in the chat. You got to put it in the chat. But you can put it in the chat if you like. Mm-hmm. Why change is hard. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to put this up. Mm-hmm. Why change is hard? Yeah, we're gonna figure out why change is hard and how to break through it. Why change is hard and how to break through it. That's what we're gonna talk about. And I'm gonna eat my Starburst as I talk about it. Why change is hard and how to break through it. All right. Yeah. Everybody want change, but we don't ever want to do what it has to be, what has to be done to change. And that be the question. How many of you have ever wanted change but find yourself slipping back into your old you, your patterns, and then you get frustrated and mad and angry, and then boom, you just explode, right? We all probably done felt that before. And I understand. Yeah. That we're gonna talk about. Real talk. Change. Because a lot of us want it, but a lot of us don't want to apply that pressure. A lot of us want it, but a lot of us don't want to apply that pressure. But we're gonna talk about it. For real. And I want you to take notes as you talk about it. All right. We resist change because our brain craves safety, routine, and familiar things that we just are so familiar with. Mm. But when you had the opportunity to get out your own way, you got to make that change. You got to make that change. That change is for good, not bad. Make that change for your good, not bad. Think about it. Because when I get ready to get into this, y'all, it's like this the warm up. This is the pre warm up right here. This is truly the pre warm up in the coaching. And if you know people that I work with, you better ask somebody. When I get ready and I get started and I take off with my coaching, I take off and I kind of take off for a reason. So this is the pre warm up for you to get this information, apply it to your life, and live it. If I'm coaching you, I'm coaching you with every inch of me. I give you the full everything because I want you to shift and change for a better version of yourself. All right. And so the only way that will happen if you actually come in and do the work in any of the workshops that I do. I like to talk, but I can't coach you if I don't know you. I like to meet you where you are. I can't give you pointers and help you if you don't give me all of you like at that very moment. So when I'm coaching you, be honest with yourself and share your true perspective, not the perspective that you just want to come in and make something look good and paint that picture. I need the real you. Okay? That's what I need. I need the real, authentic you to help you make that shift. So the question is, like, for real, what is something that you wanted to change, but you find yourself slipping back every single time you try to make that change? What is it? Why is it? Something everyone can nod to honestly should be really the change of just getting out of a certain situation, stepping in another, getting out of a certain um moving jobs, career changes. Not only career changes, what else is it? It's like the pattern of, I just wrote them down the other day. It's the pattern of relationship changes. Not only relationship changes, it could be the resilient moment of you shifting and changing for like the loss of someone or uh, friendship fell apart or all kinds of stuff. But I just want to talk y'all, let y'all know Change can be good. Change can be bad. Change can be however you apply it to your very best self. And when you apply this stuff for real to your very best self in a good way, knowing that you got to really level up your life for the good, then you will make that shift and make that change for the good and not for the bad. And this is where I help you sincerely step into that true change that you really want. I mean, I mean, for real. Like I become your life coach. I help you. I become your accountability life coach. I become your, notice I ain't say friend, because it's not about the friendship. It's about me helping you grow as a person. So I know I wrote it down the other day. I just gotta find it. There you go. Because I took that workshop, and y'all already know I'm all about workshops. I love taking workshops. I love tapping into um, the real authentic parts of life. I love doing all of that good stuff. And so I did that. And I did the work. And when you come work with Coach Diamond, you got to put in the work. And so I did that podcast, guest and masterclass workbook workshop. I did the power of shifting your fixed mindset. I did the power of discovering your purpose. I did the shifting of searching, like not searching, but looking for your joy, looking for peace, looking for happiness. You know, taking all of the one of the young fellows that's in our growth group program, taking all of that good stuff. And so when I did that, I did a thing. That's what I tell myself. I did a thing. When you put in that work, you do a thing. You don't put in that work, you don't do a thing. When you put in that work, you do a thing. When you don't put in that work, you just showing up and taking notes and not doing a thing. So start putting in the work. Start applying the work to your very best self, and start using the work in your everyday life so that you can help the next person make that shift. And don't even think about it. All right. I look for individuals where I coached, where when we come in and we do our role play and have these conversations, I want to hear what you learned. I want to know what you took away. I want to know what you're using to apply your very best self. And this is the part that I love, because let me tell y'all something. We're going to talk about it. Change is for the good. It's not for the bad. Change is for the good, no matter your circumstances. So when you're ready to shift, you can make that change and get out your own way. Make sure you seek clarity. Get that clarity. Make sure you seek the right clarity. Get around the right people. Get around the energetic people that can help you make that shift. If it's not, they don't have to be super hyper, but they got to be at least working on the things that you're working on your very best self. And then you make that shift. I'm telling y'all, I do not apply myself to things that does not help me move my mindset forward. I can't do it. All right. And so you got to know what it is, what patterns you want to, like, stop slipping back into them old patterns and slip out them old patterns. Your habits create everything that you do. Okay. So understand, change is hard. It's going to be hard. Change is hard, but it's not impossible. It's possible for you to make that shift. Change is hard, but it's possible. And you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And all you got to do, I'm going to get to that in a minute. Long as y'all stay on, tell somebody, Coach Diamond live. She live. She live. She live. And I feel good, y'all. I to understand the emotion, but God said, listen, honey, he was ready. He died. I understood the stuff. It's just how he was treated. Like, you know, when he, yeah. I ain't even gonna talk about that. We'll stay on track, right? Yeah. But change is hard, but it's not impossible. It requires for you to take a real deep dive at your own self-awareness, how you communicate with your brain, how you communicate with your heart, how you communicate with your soul. What you tell yourself is what you become. What you say, how you don't want to be certain this way or that way or whatever, you start living within that. I'm gonna tell you, you ain't got to make no or nothing understand your transformation, but you when you make that transformation, make that shift and make that shift for real. All right, make it for real. It requires change, requires self-awareness, strategy, and courage. We resist change because of our comfort zone. We resist change because of our comfort zone. Do you resist change because of your comfort zone? Yeah, yeah. Mm. We resist change because of our comfort zone. Do you? Do you? I be want to know, y'all. We resist change because our brain craves safety, routine, and the things that we are so used to. All right, a comfort zone versus growth zone. Write that down. That's powerful. Comfort zone versus growth zone. Which one you want to be? The fear of the unknown. Change challenges our identity, habits, and relationships. Emotional attachments. Even unhealthy habits feel familiar. Letting go feels like loss. But God set us up to win. If we faithful and loyal to ourselves and other people that we are known to be faithful and loyal to, for real. Known to. Those are people just like-minded people, just like you, right? Just like you, just like you, just like you. Okay. So lack of vision or support. Let me tell you, without a clear why or support, a true support system, most people drift. They shift back to their old self. Right. They do. They did you. Don't shift back. Keep pushing forward. You got this. You do. Hmm. Now, if you're taking notes, write this down. If you're taking notes, write this down. You ready? One change I want to make. One fear that has stopped me. Mhm. Write it down. Write it down. What is one change you want to make? One fear that has stopped you. Mhm. And this is the part I get to coach y'all. I get to coach this part on the board, and I cannot wait to coach it because it's powerful. Let me tell you something. When you know what you're doing and why you're doing something, you got to have fun with it. And so I would bring my board over here now because I got my board set up over there, but I'm not going to bring it over here. I want to do a session with somebody where I can coach this right on the board and show you guys those 4 A's: awareness, acceptance, action steps, and accountability. And when you take that in initiative for your very best self and apply these things to your life, honey, your life gonna change and you ain't even gonna look back. You're gonna shift, you're gonna move, your mindset gonna shift, it's gonna move forward, and you're gonna do the things that you need to do for your very best self. Self-awareness, you got to start naming those patterns. What is the pattern that gets on your everlasting nerve that you constantly and consistently keep tapping into? What is that pattern? Find out what that pattern is. Awareness, name the pattern. You can't change what you won't face. Acceptance, stop fighting reality. Own where you are without shame. Action steps, start with small steps. Apply them to your life. Those steps, even if it's simple steps, you know you want to do this. So guess what you got to do first? I tell people all the time, if you don't write it down, if you don't journal it, you always say, well, writing it, I don't like my handwriting. I didn't like my handwriting. Kim, you said my handwriting look like stuff. That's my sister. She could tell me that. But I didn't like mine. Write it down. Journaling will change your life. Because now you self-checking you. You don't write it down, speak it in your phone. If you got a to-do list and you got plans to go make this happen or go do that, go do that. Just write it down. Make it happen. Acceptance. Stop fighting reality. Stop fighting the real things that's in you telling yourself good things, but then next thing you know, you bagging up out of it. Why? You can't do that. Stop fighting reality. Own where you are without shame. Accept action steps. Start with small, measurable moves, not giant leaps. Accountability. Find a coach, a mentor, or a partner to keep you aligned. You got to find something or somebody. I talked to this lady the other day and she shared she wanted to shift and these are her goals and all of that, whatever. Let me tell you something. If you don't apply the things that you want in your life, you can't bring somebody else in your life to make those changes for you. You got to make those changes for your very best self. And when I made those changes before I even step forward, even in relationship, even in building, even in my job, I had to apply pressure to diamond. That's why it's important. Say what you mean what you say. That's why it's important. Step forward when you already know these are the things that you are capable of doing. You got to show up on your A game at all times. Not when you pick and choose. You got to show up on your A game at all times. So find a coach, a mentor, or a partner to keep you aligned. Workshop. You got to, when you do that workshop with me, when you apply your very best self in these workshops, let me tell you something. This is the beautiful part. You will not take action if you do not apply the practical tools to your life. Practice with somebody. Practice it, y'all. Practice it. The change you want, the change that you desire is internal. It will show up and come out when you apply the actual tools that somebody give you for your very best life. One small action each day. Stop fighting your internal thinking. Apply that internal thinking positively so you can step forward and get out your own way and do a thing for your very best self. Take those small steps. Mean what you say what you mean. And if you struggle, find your accountability partner. That's going to help you. So do that. All right. When you do that, this is going to help your emotional standpoint in life and get you out of denial. A lot of folks are in denial based on the changes that they need in life to become who or where they're going. The denial is that internal thinking that holds you right there. You got to get out that denial mindset. Anger, that will hurt you. You got to stop getting angry at things that you have no super control over. Grief is tough, understandable. But when you know what you know and the reasons you know, these reasons, then guess what? You are able to really start making that shift for your very best self. Because when you bargain with that inner thought, you will send yourself into depression mode. You will send yourself in the mode of not accepting your true you. So I encourage you to get out your own way. I encourage you to really shift for good reasons, positive reasons, and make it happen for your true very best self. Okay? Because when you know that you are struggling at doing something and you want that change to be powerful for those good reasons, then you will make that change for those good reasons. Don't put yourself in that depression mode for nobody. Okay? Nobody. Nobody. And you got this. All right? You got this. So apply that to your life and understand that. Look at the big picture. Discomfort is the doorway to growth. When you're uncomfortable, know that there's a breakthrough on the other side. Step boldly into that and really be vulnerable with what you are about to shift. All right. Ask yourself, what's the cost of staying the same? What's the cost of staying the same? Why you want to stay the same? What's good with it? Mm-mm. I don't want the same. I like to shift. I like to move. I like to push through all obstacles, grow. And you and what's the reward? If you step forward, you see different results in your life. You make it happen for your very best self. Right. So write those affirmations down. Empower affirmations, not just the confident ones no more. You write the ones that's empowering you internal. And I learned that what I want somebody to walk up and tell me, I'm going to tell myself first before I tell, like, give it out to somebody else. So walk up to somebody and tell your very best self, I am capable of change. Fear will not keep me stuck. I choose growth over comfort, and I'm going to live it. I'm going to live it. I'm going to live my true best life right now. And then that's when you apply these things to your life. You got this, y'all. You got this. You got this. Make it happen for yourself. All right. I invite you guys to connect with Coach Diamond to start participating and growing into who you're becoming, not where you are today. Who are you becoming? And take this initiative because all the work that we put in, like seriously, when we are doing these workshops, is to help you find you. So let's talk and grow gently. Before the week is out, which you only got one more day, I encourage you to take that big step forward. Walk by faith, not by sight. Love your true internal more than you love your true external. Push through all obstacles. Apply that pressure to your life, not nobody else's. Walk boldly into your steps as of if you're going to work, if you're connecting with somebody, if you're doing a thing, and know that you can make that shift. All right. Find those journal prompts that's going to help you. What belief am I holding that no longer serves me? Write it down. What would my future self thank me for changing today? Why would my future self thank me? Because write it down. And then your daily practices, always replace negative self talk with true, bold, positive self talk. Use your affirmations. All right. And so I encourage you to get out your own way if you are struggling, if you're stuck, if your belief system is just on whack right now and you don't know what to do, how to do it, what to say. Book a session with Coach Diamond. I'm here to help you to get out your own way. All right. I love y'all, beautiful people. Thank y'all for connecting with me. Do not hesitate to shift and grow. Your future is your brightness, and you got the right to let your light shine. Let your light shine with trying to be or to become your very best self each and every day of your life. I love y'all, beautiful people. Again, stay connected. Let's talk and grow gently.